We have plenty of sunshine, bright blue skies. We still are enjoying low humidity, so that 67 here in Houston really is feeling fabulous. 68 in Katy, Sugar Land, just 1 degree shy of 70 degrees. Now, if you're heading out to the carnival today, we're going to see that sunshine help us warm into the mid 70s today. If you're heading out to the Shaboozey concert tonight, temperatures dropping through the 60s, so certainly by the end of the concert, a jean jacket, that's going to be a must. In fact, if you're heading out this evening, temperatures by 10 o'clock, 62 degrees under mostly clear skies. Now, I mentioned jean jacket tonight. If you're heading in to a beautiful weekend.
Absolutely gorgeous out there. It's like we've hit the sweet spot.
We've hit the sweet spot, and so when it's nice, enjoy it while we is comfortable with low humidity. Actual air temperature right now sitting at 67 on the island, 66 for our friends up in Crockett. Everybody enjoying low humidity, but look at the winds. They've already shifted back to coming in from the coast. Right now gusting 15 to 20 miles per hour. So a breezy day today, but that's a warm air coming in. Otherwise, today is just very pleasant. Temperatures are going to be making it into the mid 70s with mostly sunny skies. Picture perfect for the dog walk, taking the kiddos to the park, or tonight, if you're heading out to the rodeo, Shaboozey in the house. Temperatures dropping through the 70s into the mid 60s. So not a bad night for jean jackets. Sunset tonight just before 7:30. As for this weekend, remember the rodeo starts at 2:45 on the weekend. Saturday for Kelly Clarkson, the high temperature is 80, but that means most of the day we're actually in the 70s. So fabulous weather for Kelly. For Pepe Aguilar, unfortunately, it is going to be warm and humid. Temperatures warming up very efficiently by the afternoon, 88 to near 90 degrees. Now, that's ahead of a cold front that's moving across the United States, bringing with it a significant severe weather threat to the Midwest. Here in Houston, our risk lower, but it's here nonetheless, especially the further north and east you go. So let me walk you through our forecast as we head through the weekend. That front on Sunday starts to push in the afternoon. We are really on the tail edge of this front, but it looks like sometime between 5 and 9 p.m. the front passes through. We'll have a very narrow window for the possibility of an isolated strong storm or two. And then behind that front, we're going to see some pretty gusty winds. You can see winds coming in behind the front, gusting 35 to 40 miles per hour. So secure any loose outdoor furniture and find those coats, because morning low temperatures 40s by Monday, 30s by Tuesday. Tuesday morning, very chilly here in Houston. A gentle reminder that we're still technically in winter, but it's Houston, which means it's not going to last long. Monday, the cold side, sunshine, low humidity. Right now, no issues weather-wise. Actual air temperature, 75 degrees, 68 on the island. So across the board, hard to picture a better afternoon. Now, one big change from yesterday is we already have winds coming in from the coast, sustained about 10 miles per hour, but gusting up to 15. This is going to help increase our humidity for the weekend, but for the day today, just spectacular. Take the kiddos to the playground, take on a long walk by 6 o'clock, 72 degrees under mostly sunny skies. Now, if you are heading outside to enjoy the weather, definitely make sure you take those medications. Oak tree pollen is in the extreme category. In addition to hackberry and ash, mold spores are moderate and grass pollen is low. So take those medications because you're going to want to get outside this weekend. Saturday, the better of the 2 days. If you're heading out to the carnival, high temperature of 80, which means most of the day is going to be in the 70s. But by Sunday, we are warm, we are humid, and we're pretty windy. Temperatures on Sunday, upper 80s to near 90 degrees, but that is not gonna last. Andy, by Monday, 50s for high temperatures, but I've got much more on our temperature tumble coming up.
Not quite done with the cold weather just yet. I was asking you about that yesterday, as a matter of fact. Caroline, thank you. This time of the year, A, because there's so many things to do, and B, because the weather usually cooperates.
The weather usually cooperates. We've got blue bonnets and we've got the rodeo. Just great things in store. And this weekend, our weather really mid-70s here in Houston, 75 degrees, 68 on the island, 75 in Katy, all around. Extremely pleasant. Humidity still going to be low despite the winds now coming in from the coast, gusting 10 to 15 miles per hour. That'll help increase our humidity by Sunday, but for tonight, no problem. That means if you're heading out to Shaboozey, it'll be a fantastic concert. Temperatures to start off the show, 72 degrees, cooling into the mid 60s. So denim jackets are going to be recommended without that humidity. It'll be crisp and it'll have that nice cool feel. Now, if you're heading out this weekend, Saturday does look to be the better day. We've got sunshine. The high temperature for Kelly Clarkson, 80 degrees, which means the majority of our day will be spent in the 70s. By Sunday, we are going to see much more heat and humidity. Forecast high temperature for Pepe Aguilar, upper 80s to near 90 degrees. Now that's because we are tracking a cold front that's going to be pushing through. You'll notice an additional amount of cloud cover on Sunday before that cold front pushes through, with the actual front moving through the Houston area likely between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. in the evening. This is showing thunderstorms. The further north and east you go, the higher likelihood it is you see storms. And it's not out of the question that some of these storms could be on the stronger side. Now, behind that cold front, we are going to see breezy conditions, and that'll usher in much cooler air. Heads up, because it's going to be so windy, you will want to secure any outdoor furniture. Houston, morning low temperature time. Forecast low temperatures to start off our Tuesday, 38 here in Houston, upper 30s and lower 40s. So a very cold start to what's going to be a pretty chilly day. In fact, Monday through the entire day, our forecast high temperature only expected to reach 58 degrees. What I'm sure is a surprise to nobody after our forecast over the last several weeks. Temperatures are going to start to climb by Wednesday, mid 70s, by Friday next week, all the way back into the 80s. So temperatures certainly going to average. In fact, Phoenix, Arizona expected to hit 100 by St. Patrick's Day. That'll be their earliest 100 by Friday of next week. Phoenix has a forecast high of 108 degrees. Yeah, that is way too early for March. Plenty of sunshine, low humidity, and comfortable temperatures. Currently sitting in the 60s and the mid 70s right now. 68 in Galveston, 76 here in Houston, 78 out in Katy. So a warm, sunny, pleasant day today. You'll see winds coming in from the south, gusting 15 to 20 miles per hour. This is going to shape up to be a spectacular evening tonight. So if you are heading out to the carnival, temperatures slowly dropping into the mid 60s by 9 o'clock. Not a bad night for a jean jacket. Now, if you are grabbing the jean jacket, tonight is the night to wear it. Tonight or tomorrow night. Look at Sunday. By Sunday, you are not going to want to be caught in a jean jacket. Temperatures climbing into the upper 80s to near 90 degrees. If that's too hot for you, I've got good news, because as we look ahead into next week, we're going to have a huge cool down. By Monday, a 30-degree temperature drop with highs in the 50s. We're going to also see lows in the 30s. But Keith, Lisa, I've got much more on our temperature tumble coming up.
Okay, Caroline.
Beautiful out there,
Gorgeous.
my goodness.
Beautiful and really perfect to show off our city when we've got spring breakers in town at the perfect moment. Actual air temperature right now sitting in the mid 70s here in Houston, upper 60s down on the island. Considering the low humidity and sunshine, it really does feel magnificent. You can see winds have shifted pretty quickly. Yesterday they were from the north, today already coming back in from the coast. This is going to help increase our humidity by Sunday, but for the day today, low humidity, which means crisp tonight if you're heading long trek home. Hey, let's talk about jean jackets though, because as we head through the weekend, the jean jacket meter going way down. Saturday looking great. High temperature of 80 degrees for Kelly Clarkson. High temperature of 80 means most of our day is spent in the 70s. Great weather. Sunday is looking a bit more warm and humid for Pepe Aguilar. Actual air temperature warming into the upper 80s to near 90 degrees. Now Sunday we are tracking rain chances, including a slight severe weather threat. Very limited opportunity, but that's coming as a cold front quickly works its way through the area. We'll start by seeing an increase in cloud cover Sunday. The actual front passing through Sunday afternoon, with our risk area being highest to areas north and east of Houston. Isolated severe storm or two cannot be ruled out. And then behind the front, expect some pretty breezy conditions. We're talking winds gusting 35 to 40 miles per hour. So if you've got loose outdoor objects, not a bad idea to secure them. Morning low temperatures the last week of winter with the vernal equinox next week. And it feels like it. Look at that Tuesday morning, pretty much everybody upper 30s, lower 40s. Now, this time of year, most of the cold weather doesn't last very long. Our concert, we're talking temperatures upper 80s to near 90 degrees. I'm going to talk a lot more about that coming up. But first, let's talk about our spectacular evening ahead. If you're heading out to Shaboozey, make sure you take those allergy medications. Not to start with the bad, but you want to enjoy your time. And we are dealing with some pretty high allergy counts right now. Tree pollen is extreme primary concern. Oak tree pollen. Also going to have some other trees, but oak tree is the main culprit. Mold spores moderate, grass pollen low. So take those allergy medications and head outside. It's lovely out there. Temperatures sitting in the mid 70s here in Houston, 72 out there in Lake Jackson. Winds consistently coming in from the coast. So as you go through this evening, not a bad night for a fire pit, just a few degrees warmer than last night, dropping into the lower 60s by 10 o'clock. And you can see Saturday and Sunday, temperatures heating up. Lisa, Keith, it's not going to stay hot for long, but I've got more on that full forecast coming up.
Okay, we'll see you in a bit, Caroline.
Drunk by the time the mustaches, they knocked out
Give me
real quick.
more, yes.
I know it. So sweet.
I'll tell you what, my dogs have been loving the last 2 days.
Yes. Yeah.
Long dog walks, definitely today, tomorrow. It is spectacular outside. So I wanted to show y'all what that stall. They usually go in there right before Anthony's show. A beautiful start to what's going to be a spectacular evening. Temperatures right now sitting in the mid 70s here in Houston. You might see that and think warm, but with the low humidity, it really does feel fabulous. Dew points are in the 40s, which means it's also going to be a wonderful hair night if you're heading out to the rodeo tonight. Shaboozey in the house, and it's going to be wonderful. Temperatures dropping through the 70s into the 60s, so jackets, not a bad idea for the concert tonight. Now, as we go through the weekend, we are steadily warming up. I think Saturday, Kelly Clarkson, that's a popular one. We're going to see temperatures in the 70s through most of the day, but forecast high at 80 degrees. And then for Go Tejano night, Pepe Aguilar, it's going to be warm and it is going to be humid. Sunday is not the day to wear that jean jacket. Temperatures pushing close to 90 degrees. Now that's ahead of our next cold front that's swinging across the United States, bringing with it a pretty significant severe weather threat to the Mississippi River Valley region. Here in southeast Texas, our severe weather threat going to be highest to the north and east, but everybody has a non-zero chance of seeing a strong to severe thunderstorm as that line quickly moves through on Sunday. So let's talk about that future track, because thankfully the window is incredibly narrow. This line of storms will be moving through quick, so our flood threat incredibly minimal, but a damaging wind gust, that's what can't be ruled out. You'll notice future track showing 6 o'clock on Sunday, pushing through the Houston area. Give or take, this can move up or back by a few hours, but it's going to be Sunday afternoon and evening. And then behind that front, we're going to have gusty winds coming in from the north. Now, those winds are what's going to bring in the massive temperature drop. And I know I can be dramatic. This time it's warranted. On Tuesday, temperatures are going to be in the upper 30s. In fact, if you look at our high temperatures next week, Monday,